mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
What up?
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dad. We're here with you in the building, in the flesh.
In the flesh.
What's good, everybody? If you notice in the threads, these hoodies are from our good friend, Coach Derek, a.k.a. Pie from Gorilla Prince. South.
Yep.
Representing tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And he has the consultation.
Yes.
Well, the summer program, and they've added consultations.
This is if you're a kid, if you're in the tri-state area, if your kid wants to play at the highest level, whatever sport.
At the highest levels.
His kids play at the highest level, so.
Absolutely. So it's only right.
Yes.
So GorillaPrinceAthletics.com.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put the link in the description.
We will. Wouldn't have time. We was working. Yo, we had. I don't know what was happening with the technology, because I know we're in retrograde. That was probably it. But you know, things just don't work out when they feel like not working. I don't understand it. I never understood it.
Yep. But we are here.
But we're here, kind of on time. Not really. We are late. Wow.
We're a little bit late.
Wow. All right. But what's good? How was your week?
Good. I wanted to piggyback off the conversation we were just having before the cameras came on. And me and Mama Dot was saying that you have never received an ass whipping.
Guys, I want, like, if you are, if you can talk to your parents, and then it's weird, like, they just get like real amnesia on how they treated you. They just swear like they were just gentle parents, and nothing ever happened.
No, I didn't say all of that. I just said, tell me when. You remember?
I vividly remember a few beatings.
From me?
Yes, from you. Like, do you see this? Do you hear this?
You got a pow on the hand.
I'm tired of y'all, man.
I'm tired.
I'm tired
and that's why you out of control.
I am tired of y'all.
That's why I see spare the child. What's that?
Spare the rod.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's why you are out of control.
Oh my gosh!
Because I didn't stomp you out. As a child, the way my mama stomped me out as a child.
Somebody said gaslit. That's exactly what's happening. Like, I'm really just sitting here like...
See, you want to control the future as parents, and I hate to say that. We got to get back to them old school ways.
I'm tired of this.
You shut your mouth. If you even talk under your breath, boy,
I'm tired of this.
You know what I mean? If you even roll your eyeballs, that's enough to get your eye knocked out, get a ring around your eye. And now these soft parents are talking to the children, trying. That's what I tried to work it out. I was trying to deal with some of those new age manuals of how to talk to you. You have no opinion. You're a goddamn child. What are we going to do today, little Malcolm? And then, no, this is what we're doing.
Can't believe this.
And I wish I can go back and whip your ass. That's all.
I can't believe this.
I think things would have worked out just a little bit better.
And for the people in the chat, and I bet you have these same conversations with your parents, and they just act like something didn't happen. Like, what? I would never. Yeah, you did.
No.
I'm tired of this.
My memory is very short.
Yeah, no, it is. It is clearly slipping.
We got the same story.
Yeah. Me and my mom and dad, she was there the whole time. We got the same story, and she would. I think she even said to me, "Look, you messing this child up." Better put your hands on him. No, Mama Doc. I mean, I know that's how we grew up.
Oh my God.
And that's why we so tough. You know what I mean? And we got tough skin, and we can endure so much.
Because my mother's the same way. She would like really just look me and Marcus in the face and just like, what? No, never.
Yeah.
And we're just like, yo.
Yeah. All parents, we know. Yeah, this is the same thing.
Yeah, black parents being denied. That's a fact, man.
I'm just saying.
Y'all are crazy. But shouts out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
My sister Wanda said so true. So true.
Shouts out to everybody in the chat, man. You know, hopefully y'all don't have to go through this gaslighting that I'm going through live. You see it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a quick roll call. See Bahamas in the building. Who else? Dominican Republic, shouts out.
Oh, Dominican Republic
Stanford,
in the building.
Texas,
Texas in the building.
Cincinnati in the house.
All right.
Brick City was good.
Ohio in the building.
North Cal was
Connecticut
good. Charlotte
in the building.
What's good? Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay.
All right.
Brooklyn, of course.
Planet Brooklyn in the building.
Tennessee, Greenville, South Carolina, Evansville.
Oh, I love it. Toronto on the check-in.
Thank y'all for being in here.
Yes.
Thank you, yeah, for all our support, all you guys who support us. Also, we just did another dope exclusive podcast episode.
Oh, before the disclaimer, you should take an edible or smoke a little weed before this one, because this one.
Yeah, he went like his shoulders on across the room right now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So for
I don't know how he's sitting here.
We're gonna put that, but see, when you ask these kind of questions, these type of answers, I told you I've forgotten more than most people have remembered, or you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this kind of stuff. Yeah. And when you ask these questions, it activates really good stuff, because we talked about deep underground military bases,
cloning.
Yeah,
we talked about it all.
The jibbity in the food now.
Yeah.
We really went in on a bunch of stuff. Parasites, inner parasites, outer parasites.
It was a lot.
Flat Earth type of a decent explanation on that kind. So we kind of.
And for the people who watch the first two episodes, y'all see the energy that's in those type of discussions. So 3 will be up this weekend. Saturday. So I'll put it in the community section for you guys.
Yep.
And so go check that out. And if you haven't checked out the first two, if you're a member, go check that out. If you're not a member, again, what are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, give us that $5.
What are you doing? We got stuffs in there.
I'm gonna start teasing you really bad.
We also unveiled the book, Obstacles Away for the book club.
I got mine. Yep. Obstacles Away for the book club. And I think after every chapter, we should have like a...
so there's short chapters. I don't think
every 3 chapters, maybe?
There's 3 sections in the book. So I say every section.
Okay, so that's what it is. We'll do a section. And then we'll discuss that section. Do your homework, please.
Yes, because you're going to be a part of this conversation as much as me.
Yes. And there is no right or wrong perspectives when we talk about that kind of stuff.
Right.
That stuff is simply... how we receive this information. Thank you, Kenneth Bowman, starting a new tradition on my birthday today. Wow. Every cash app I receive, I'm giving away.
Thank you,
Love
man.
you guys.
Appreciate you. Happy birthday, though.
Man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, though.
And so I think this is a great book to get started.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we can begin these conversations on working through some things that are important. And how we can't let obstacles.
Yes.
It's how you view the obstacle.
Yeah.
That's going to,
All right.
Yep. When did the book club start? We started May 1.
Yes. So get your book, and we'll discuss it.
Yeah, audio book. Some people told me they got the audio book.
Yep.
Whatever works for you in your medium of receiving information, is gonna work.
I'm a little snooty. I like physical books, but that word doesn't work for everybody.
No, I do too, and I have books on my iPad
Yeah.
as well, but it's not the same
Yeah.
of putting my glasses on
Right.
and actually turning the pages
Right.
of the book. But I do it all. I do it all.
You want to tell them about our challenge? Is that too soon?
No. Well, me and you have a challenge.
Yes. Yeah.
Me and Malcolm
our personal
are
battle.
racing to complete our new books. So we're both, I'm 8 books behind, but I'll finally pull one off the shelf and challenge him to get his stuff done.
I'm ready, man.
And so let's get that started. What
Ready, man.
what are all the rules of the challenge?
I don't know. Finish.
No, like win, because we can't just. We have to have, and then we want to end it with a father and son book signing.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
That'll be good.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
I'll have all of my books signed. You'll have your books available too.
You said all of your books, like you got like 10 books.
I'm gonna have about 5 books.
Here you go. See, here you go.
It's gonna be like a supermarket of my stuff.
Here you go.
DVDs, books, merch, signed autograph pictures, just all kind of stuff. And then there'll be a little cute section for you, and your people can blow by there.
That's
and
crazy.
then come get the real
That's
knowledge
crazy.
and stuff. Yeah. So we'll work out all the details with that, but that is an ongoing challenge as well.
So let's get the show started.
Let's get this started.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, big story that just really popped. Jordan Neely, a homeless man who was choked and killed on the New York City subway. Did that happen today?
No, that happened, I think, 2 days ago.
2 days ago. So the video footage came out, and now everybody is kind of jumping on it. Now people are jumping on it from both sides, Republican, Democrat, and everywhere you can take it. How we usually take these killings, that's how it's happening right now. Okay, so I didn't see what led up to him getting choked out. I just saw the end result: him getting choked out. Guys holding his hand. He wound up dying.
Yes.
Okay. Now, like I said, everybody's jumping on this. Some people are calling this murder. Some people are saying it's not murder. The guy who killed him, his name has not been released. They just keep saying 24-year-old Marine. So the people are calling him a hero on one side. Some people are calling him a murderer. He should be charged with murder and things of that nature. Now, the reason why this story is interesting, especially from a New Yorker who has taken the subway a lot in his life. To school, back from school, to work, back from work. I've taken the subway a lot. From how the incident was described, he was on a train. He was yelling about not having food, not having money.
He's a performer.
He's a performer. He's a street performer. He's impersonated Michael Jackson.
And a few other people.
A few other people as well. So he was irate on the train about not having food, not having money. And I think he was saying that he will hurt somebody on the train, he'll go back to jail, something to that effect. I think that's a quote, not a direct quote, but that's a quote. And then this Marine, I don't know what led up to it. I don't know if he looked like he was about to hit somebody, but I saw him yoking him up, and he wound up killing him in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, as somebody who's taken the train, I've been on the train a lot to where there's a homeless person on the train wilding and you are on your guard because people get pushed on the tracks every day in New York City, damn near. Especially now, since as a result of COVID, there has been a lot more crimes on the subway. We've talked about this in detail on this show many, many times. A lady got stabbed 40 times. Another lady got pushed on the tracks. This happens, right? So I can see, I'm not sticking up for the white guy. I can see how somebody would be on their guard as a result of this, as a result of seeing this. And I don't know, he's a Marine. I don't know if he was going through PTSD as well. Somebody wilding. It's a lot here.
Yeah, a lot to unpack.
A lot to unpack. Now, stuff that you would not know being in the situation. Now, apparently, this guy had 40 prior arrests. He had mental health issues as well. A few violent arrests as well. Okay. So the Republican conservative side, they're making that case. This guy is, violent. Mental health, he shouldn't be on the streets. New York, Democratic, you guys are soft on crime, blah, 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 blah. Democratic side, AOC, Al Sharpton, everybody, this is murder. He should be charged because the guy wasn't charged. The guy, he was let go.
No charges.
No charges yet. So this is murder. He should be charged. He was, people are using really charged words. He was lynched on the train, things of that nature. Mental health should be, treated a certain way. Black men deserve to grow old. It was the same thing.
Same narrative.
What were your thoughts?
Well, initially my thoughts, because, again, you got to read past headlines.
Yes.
What are headlines designed for?
Emotion,
incite, clicks, the whole 9 yards. So the problem with most of our people, we don't get past the headline.
Yes.
And the optics of a white man putting a black man in a chokehold is just bad for business.
Right.
Now, but as we unpack, as we spoke about, let's say the Marine himself had mental illness. Mm-hmm. Not making excuses.
Yeah.
When we start uncovering, let's uncover it all. And so everyone in New York is on edge.
Yes.
And
fight or flight. All the time.
And so, and then there was 2 black people also holding his
arms, and people are not talking about that.
Down, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because had they not held his arms down, perhaps he could have got the Marine off his neck.
Right.
Because you're fighting for your life. It's a fight or flight situation. It don't look good. And the point I'm trying to make in general is he still should be charged. Mm-hmm. Because whether he meant to kill this man or not, this man died. So in a court of law, it doesn't matter. What does matter what your intent is if it's going to be murder. But if someone dies, there's still some either manslaughter, homicide, something involved with the situation. Now, me understanding the way politics work and psyop work and mind control, I have to then delve a little bit deeper and say, as you just broke down, where the Republicans are going to stand on this. This man, he's a Marine. He served his country.
Right.
He saw somebody. First of all, you're a black man. Mm-hmm. So you already a threat in the eyes. That's the unwritten code of white society. Now, we're talking about somebody who had 40 arrests. I'm willing to bet 35 of them was for panhandling or not leaving the subway, because when this is what you do, this is what you do. Now, along with that, there's probably because he was homeless or, you know what I mean? So how he makes his living, he might have woke up on the wrong side of wherever he was sleeping that morning and decided that he's going to take out his frustrations of what he's been through, and that we don't know. And I can't say he's homeless because he's black, because if you've been to New York, it's a whole bunch of all kind of people down there that's homeless, and therefore he entered the subway. Now, when I see someone agitated on the subway, because I've been conditioned and I understand, barely will I flinch, but I'm always on edge. Let's keep that in mind. I'm always on edge, but I won't flinch because I don't want to, because flinching is a food source for those ready to attack.
Yes.
If you haven't been to New York, the minute you flinch or you don't make eye contact with the derelict or whatever the case may be, that is a sign of weakness. Anytime you in New York, now you don't stare too long, so you gotta know gotta know how to read the room. You stare too long, you can die. Right? So you stare when you speaking to a brother, I don't have no money right now. Let's keep this space clear, and then you continue to go about your day. I don't know all of the surrounding pieces which led this Marine or former Marine, only 24 years old. So I don't know how much PTSD he could have acquired.
That's true. I don't know if he's like an actual combat veteran.
Know. I don't know if he just came back, because where we shooting, well, we killing people all around the world, America. But I don't know at what age he went in, or was it just he saw
an opportunity
to be a vigilante, a hero, want to take justice in his own hands, because white people have a tendency to think that they are above the law or that they can make citizens arrest certain individuals, and as a result, You put your arms around this black man's neck, and he died.
Yeah.
But if you are going to charge him, all three of them have to be charged.
Yes.
And I want to be clear with that
Yes.
before the people start calling me a coon and all of that.
Well,
because
well,
if you let his arms go,
Yeah.
perhaps he can fight his way out. Nobody should have been on his neck. But holding down my arms gives
that's
somebody
murder. Yeah,
that's murder. That's giving somebody
I get that.
a
That's
free opportunity.
Yes.
And now I am defenseless
Yes,
in a
absolutely.
situation because
Absolutely.
homie might have been able to throw him off and duff him out. We don't know. So before we start just saying this is a black and white situation, which is predictive programming, right? We have to peel back the layers of who's going to use this as a part of an agenda to get you to feed into a narrative of mental health. And like you said, the city is getting soft and we need to help people. Or we saw a hero, you know what I'm saying, somebody who needs to be recognized for because if that's the case, why don't we all just start walking around the city, and every time I see them goofy ass white boys on their skateboard or playing their goddamn guitar and I don't like it, why not I just start duffing them out because I was feeling that it was a threat involved. And see, then this shit gets out of control. So he should be charged, but all people should be charged.
Yes.
With that crime.
Yes, I think so too.
So that's going to be my initial statement on that.
Yeah, and it gets deep. It gets deep because I think that is a snapshot of New York City now, right? Mentally ill person out on the subway trying to just make a living. The rent is high in New York City anyway.
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's hard to get jobs out here too. So who knows Jordan's actual circumstances, how he even got to that point. And
Hakeem J, thank you.
Thank you so much. And then, like I said,
and congratulations on 11 months clean.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is I tried to kind of set the scene to how New Yorkers are on the trains,
so you can give people
because
a snapshot.
I want you to understand, like, going home could be death.
Yes,
in New York City trains,
and that's not
randomly. Like that's not over exaggeration. Going to work, going to school, could be it because there are people on the train. You don't know who's on the train. Think about how many millions of people take the subway system every day. You don't know who you're next to.
Not only that, Malcolm, since COVID, the subway has become the home of the homeless even more. Right. So because there was nobody riding the subways during COVID, so they began to really set up shop. And we know that Mayor Adams and them have been trying to clean the subway up so that ridership could come back because people are fearing for their lives by going into a subway.
Guys, you've seen videos, right? It was a video of a dude on a train on the tracks. He's walking on the tracks. He's having an episode, and people trying to get home from work. Somebody said, "Yo, just die already so we can go to work."
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like, that's New York. New York is like at rush hour. You don't like people just snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on the bus away to school late. And then I'm on the bus, and then a wheelchair get on. I get so upset.
Oh,
God damn it, man! You get what I'm saying? And
son, I drive the bus, and I see a wheelchair, and be like, fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
So can you imagine the people? Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. So like, it's so I don't know what led up to it, but I've been on the train watching somebody have an episode, and I'm ready to, like, I wish he, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I wish he wouldn't. You know what I mean?
All at the same time. Based on what kind of day you are having. And so, because this is an important issue that I learned from driving a bus, mental illness is not always recognizable.
That's true.
So there are people who get on, they pay their fare and sit down, but you can trigger them, and the trigger will be the last thing that you wish that you did, because now I got to put the bus out of service. This thing just got crazy. And so all of those things come into play when we speak about somebody coming on a train being loud, slamming their jacket down, saying, I ain't got no money, I ain't got no food. because when you hear those words, that is a sign of desperation. You know what? As a matter of fact, you got people, and this is another issue that I want to bring up. 3 hots in a cot sound real good about now. So I'm ready to go to jail because life outside here is too hard. I'd rather be inside of a can where I know I can get a meal, 3 meals a day, you know what I'm saying, and a bed, and somebody telling me what to do, rather than walking these streets watching you with your little fucking your little iPhone, you know, doing better than me and ignoring me like my life doesn't mean. So let's try to put all of these things in perspective when we understand what mental illness is, what homelessness is, and how different people approach the situation. But I'm going to be clear and say it again. It should be charged.
Yeah, he definitely should be charged.
And the people holding down Neely's arms should be charged because you collectively have rendered him defenseless. Yeah. And when you render someone defenseless and their life is lost, it doesn't matter. Well, I was just trying to hold him until the police came. He couldn't breathe. Yeah. So, you know, that's the Eric Gardner situation. George Floyd, you know,
and his name is Neely. That's creepy.
Yeah. You start Neely. You know what I'm saying? Which creepy. Also makes you think psyop in a lot of instances. You know, when we talk about election years coming and how this situation all, you know what I'm saying, pans out. So let's just keep that in mind. But I want to be clear. That's my position.
No, I agree. You
know what I mean?
I agree. Because somebody did die and you should be charged.
Yeah. Somebody died at the hands of your negligence.
Yeah, and like because we talked about this a little before. Like, if he was to go to court and judge, like, was he attacking you? Nah.
Exactly. Was he attacking you? No. But I felt that, whoa. That is not your job. Yeah. We have law enforcement that's job is to come through it and maybe provide mental, get him to a shelter or get him into an institution. That is not your job. And now you got other pedestrians who are probably just on their way to work. Yeah. And you got involved with something. That's another thing. We don't get involved with shit that's not our business.
That's a fact.
That's New York City. That's law number 1. You don't get involved.
That is a fact.
My daughter just sent me a picture of a naked woman on the subway with her kids, and they were all naked. Oh. And they were just running around the subway all naked, and most people were minding their business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just like this is saying, like, you see something, say something. That is
not a New York law.
Ignored.
Yes.
Just saying ever in New York, like, we just like
you know what I mean? So that's just how we get down. So when you take it upon yourself to assist someone in what they're doing, unless you felt your life was in danger, and I have heard no reports as such.
And here's the thing. Just pay attention to the reporter. I just gave you both sides of how everything is going to play out.
Yes.
Right? This side, crazy man, New York City, Democratic run city. They're soft on crime. We need to be tough on crime. Every Democratic city is terrible, crime rate, blah, blah, blah. He was a Marine, hero, military, hero, conservative, guns,
Yes, yeah.
Conservative side, right? Black man, victim, lynched, murdered, systematic oppression, systematic racism, white man, took the law into his own hands.
And so this triggers trauma within all of us when we see the optics.
Every angle. They got every angle covered.
Yeah. A white man, because
Ralph Gibson, email info@urbanx.nyc. Info@urbanx.nyc for any membership issues.
Yeah, the picture of that white man with a crazy look in his eyes, holding down this black man, it just don't look good in any capacity.
Yes.
All right, so you know what I'm saying? Hold on, my sister has a mental health worker. It is extremely difficult to get homeless people to accept help. Exactly. It takes time and trust, and sometimes it takes years.
Thank you.
I agree with that. That fact, my sister, deals with that on a regular basis because they would rather roam the streets. They don't trust people. A lot of these shelters are worse than living in the subway. They'll tell you, come into a lot of these shelters, unless it's a well-organized run discipline, a lot of the sexual violence that takes place, the robbery crime inside of these shelters. You get a lot of homeless people say, I would rather take my chances on the street. So R.I.P.
Yes, definitely.
To this young man and his family, because no one deserves to die, in that fashion. And from what I'm hearing, his mother died at the hands of somebody years ago as well.
Ooh, okay.
And so now we're talking about somebody who doesn't have his mother in his life. We don't know all of the intricate moving parts. And so, our deepest condolences go out to him, but somebody is going to have to pay
this is gonna be,
for that.
It's going to be a media mess. Next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Next week and a half. I'll give it a week and a half.
Yes. Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So on Monday we spoke about Ed Sheeran going to court against Marvin Gaye's estate.
Yes.
As a result of possibly using one of his samples or songs or like melodies like uncleared, and we joked that Marvin Gaye's estate don't play. They ear is always next to the radio, making sure.
Yeah.
But they actually lost.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They lost. And so he won that case. And he said that had he lost this case, that he was going to quit music altogether, this white guy.
Yeah, he came out. You don't know Ed Sheeran?
Huh?
You don't know Ed Sheeran?
I don't know him.
Oh, my gosh. Well, he
maybe if I hear his songs.
Yeah, you would.
Because I do hear, I know a lot of songs. I know a lot of faces and stuff like that. Because I do turn on the alternative station from time to time to groove out.
Yes. So he said, it looks like I'm not having to retire from my day job after all. But he said, but at the same time, I'm unbelievably frustrated that baseless claims like this are allowed to go to court at all. And then he said, and 4 chords from which also different and used by songwriters every day over the world. He came out of like court swinging basically at Marvin Gaye's estate. Basically like, yo, these, like you said, baseless claims. And he said, we know how to do our jobs. Like we are, we're professionals as well.
Got you.
And he was upset at this.
You play these 4 chords, and now these 4 chords belong to Marvin Gaye.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how does Marvin Gaye, like, estate, like, win all these cases? Like, does everybody, like, do they own every damn sample and chord and drum? And, like, how do they do it?
Well, a lot of people say there's nothing new under the sun. And a lot of these artists today, they lack creativity.
That's true.
And so, therefore, they're finding ways. See, when you steal somebody, when you either sample somebody's music, you're sampling their essence as well. Mm-hmm. So the sampling for us in hip hop was, we grew up on them records. We grew up on the Isley Brothers and all of them samples that our parents listened to. So them songs were embedded within us, and they became a love story between us watching our parents in that dark room playing cards, and then it had the CD changer, which was the list, them 45s, and the arm came over and one dropped, and so all of those records, and for us it represented a time of family. You know what I'm saying? The family was together, everyone was hanging out. You know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be in another room, but you peeking in. And so when we sampled those records, it was enabling us to kind of relive those moments and in a weird way honor our parents. Nowadays, these people have no connection to that music because it was so far gone. They're just looking for what they think could be a hit, because it is a form of sorcery, I'm not going to lie. And so, you got to be careful when you start speaking about sampling and, you know what I'm saying, because you bring that person back.
So, but I'm confused as to, because there's only so many ways you can play chords. There's only so many ways. There's only so many ways. So, like, even if I don't sample, but I can play it a certain way, I pay, like, how's that fair?
Yeah. Well, with those,
just in music in general, I'm not even just talking about this.
Those
because
8 chords should lead to an infinite variation of combinations.
Yeah.
But there are certain blending of combinations that bring about certain tonations.
Because Juice WRLD had to pay, what's his name?
Oh, he had to pay the Sting.
Sting. And he didn't sample, he just played it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He just played it. He didn't sample it. He just played the chords. And Sting was just like, you just paid my granddaughter's college tuition.
Let alone what Diddy had to pay for just stealing the goddamn song.
Yeah.
Without permission.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just taking it. You know what I mean? And so these are the things we have to understand with sampling. And I do think the artist should get paid if it's a direct sample of a body of work that I put down. And trying to be clever with your samples.
That's what I think.
Or replaying it a way that sounds sort of like it will still get you busted in most cases. But he won. And someone in the chat said they like this guy, but that claim was not baseless. And in the court, the estate of Marvin Gaye played a live performance of this guy who played the very song before he went into his own song.
Oh.
So he played Let's Get It On, you know what I mean? Got the crowd riled up, and then he went into his own joint. And that's like incrimination. Like, so you had some form of knowledge of Let's Get It On. So don't get up here and say, I never heard that song before. We were just vibing, and no, obviously somebody knew something, but maybe it's just got to be beyond a shadow of a doubt. See, when you get in front of that jury, can you prove beyond a shadow of a doubt? I'm not gonna lie.
If I was in that jury, I'd be like, hey.
Oh, I like Marvin Gaye, even though he's a serial killer. I still
stop. His family don't play. Stop it.
Allegedly.
I still would have been like, nah, you stole that shit. Crazy ass looking white boy, you stole that.
Nah, because somebody said, Mom, you know how you get away with it. So I'm guessing you're saying he's white, but they got Robin Thicke. They got Robin Thicke.
They got him.
For Blurred Lines, him and Pharrell, they got them. They got them.
They got them.
You know what I'm saying? Marvin, and like I said, like they're known for just getting everybody who that sound like my dad's thing.
Yeah, they got him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's what it is. Time for a commercial break.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, yeah. Time for a commercial break.
Let's get to that.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and I am happy to announce that I am back and in full effect, ready to work with you on your spiritual journey. Whether you're looking to balance your chakras with an infusion of Reiki energy, or you're looking to connect with your spirit team with an angel oracle reading and get some clarification or confirmation on your love life or your career, finances, or just life in general. Or perhaps you're looking for a non-judgmental, safe space to receive some mental ease, I am here to help you. So be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. See all the services that I provide. Get to know me a little bit better. And also, feel free to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and see hundreds of videos that I have available for free to help you on your spiritual journey. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both gonna stay, and they're gonna try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm really upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round. So Poole can whoop his behind for 7 games in a row.
And we're back.
Yes.
We have the Mother's Day sale going on right now. Still, get your orders in so you can get the shirts by Mother's Day.
This weekend is the deadline. I'm not going past Sunday night, Monday morning, because I got to be able to get them orders out so that mama can get them. So this is the final weekend of the Mother's Day sale.
Yes. What else? Oh, me and Eli's episode, 4th episode of Nerd Talk is up.
Okay,
Go
that's
check that
up.
out.
Check that out. Yep, give that a spin.
What else? I feel like I had something else to talk about.
Support our advertisers as usual. If you want to advertise with us, hit us up at sales@urbanx.nyc.
And like I said, if you have any issues with your membership,
Malcolm has been doing a great job.
Yes, I've been getting back to everybody.
Getting back to everybody in the,
Yes.
the email section.
Yes. Also, one more thing. No, that's it. So let's get to more stuff.
Let's get those likes up. Yeah, we busting it down out here now. Come on now.
Of Urban X.
So the 2023 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees were just announced.
All right.
So I'm gonna name some of them off. Kate Bush, if you know her. Sheryl Crow.
I know Crow.
Missy Elliott. Shout out
to Missy Elliott. She deserves that.
Yes. George Michael,
one of my favorite artists of the 80s. Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, I like George Michael.
Like George Michael?
What are you trying to say, man?
You like George Michael?
Yeah, I like George Michael.
How much did you like him?
He was all right. I bought a couple of his cassettes.
Willie Nelson,
my boy, weed smoker. Willie Nelson.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, rock.
The Spinners.
Oh, the Spinners. Oh, my God, the Spinners. Everybody in. Okay.
So DJ Kool Herc and Link Ray will be the recipients of the Musical Influence Award, while Shaka Khan, Al Cooper, and Bernie Taupin have been selected to receive the Musical Excellence Awards.
Clap that up. Kool Herc making it to the... I was wondering how they was going to put him in because he ain't got no records.
Right.
So the Influence Award, so they created these awards, and I think that's fitting for somebody who spearheaded a lot, you know what I'm saying, within hip-hop and things of that nature.
And Don Cornelius gets the Ahmet Ergen Award.
Okay, Don. Soul Dream. Yeah. So shout out all of the recipients of this year's award. I have no problems with those names. You put work in.
So when you're a Hall of Fame man, like anything, you get paid for life or something?
I don't know. I think that's the NFL and sports. I don't know about as an artist other than the the credit and criteria.
Oh, that's whack. Give me
don't quote me. I don't know. Maybe you do get a check. I mean, where you getting the money from though? I don't know. You know what I mean? But it means your name is etched in history.
Got it.
And one thing I liked about the Spinners, because I saw their untold story and stuff, is that when one member either passed away or was in jail or down, they split everything evenly, even when the members weren't there. So one member, I believe, either passed away or was in jail or something, and they still cut that money even. And that's why the Spinners didn't have any breakup situations within their group.
Got it.
And that's dope. Really touched me on that, because that's what groups used to be about before it became about I'm bigger than the group.
Right. That's
of
dope.
course, Missy Elliott, groundbreaking in all that she has done to innovate music, videos. She had a unique style and a unique sound. Chaka Khan, of course. That's Chaka Khan. That's the iconic legend. Rage Against the Machine, for those who are into rock. I know Public Enemy rocked a lot with Rage Against the Machine and things of that nature. And Kool Herc, who in the 50th year of hip hop, it makes sense.
That is dope, yes.
To give Kool Herc something who never receives a lot of credit for his just contributions. And I don't want to get into the whole hip hop conversation.
Oh my God!
But all I know is
Jesus.
In 1973, he was playing, James Brown records in the hood. He had a massive sound system, and he brought a massive amount of people out to watch. And then this thing spearheaded.
Somebody brought up a correction. I think it was the Whispers that did that.
Oh yeah, it might have been the Whispers. I'm sorry. But that's why I love my chat.
Yeah.
Listen, Spinners, Whispers, it sounds like, but it was the Whispers. You are correct, so take that back. Still the Spinners, I like them, Yeah.
Somebody said he wasn't the first. Guys, listen.
Yeah, let's not get it. All I know is, all I know is he was out there jamming in the park, playing break beats, and doing his thing with the merry-go-round and all of that stuff. And as a result of that, we have what we have. So I respect Kool Herc and his ultimate contributions from 1973 and beyond.
Alrighty.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So now, Mercedes-Benz, they are trying to test out a new feature on their car where if you want 60 horsepower for your car, that's just $60 a month.
Wait a minute. So if they had the heated seat options.
That was in BMW.
Oh, BMW had the heated seat options.
Subscription.
So my ass is cold.
Yeah.
And if I want heat.
Pay your bill.
Or impress my little shorty, I got to pay a bill for that.
Yes.
It don't come with the vehicle.
Yeah, no.
And so now Mercedes go, you know what? We're gonna top that.
Yeah, and other models, if you want 80%, 80 horsepower, that's $90.
So it's like, damn, I gotta pay the bill. Like we can't, you sitting there and you can't, really turn this thing up.
No.
So nah. But see, that's the scary part because what it says is the automation in your vehicle can be controlled from a satellite.
Yes.
That also means I can crash your car. Mm-hmm. That also means I can run your car off a goddamn cliff.
Yeah.
That also means that as a part of a hit operation, I can run a tractor trailer head on into your vehicle and say that the driver was drunk. It opens the door for so much stuff that it's scary.
Yes.
I seen a dude with a Tesla come out of the gym. Mm-hmm. He had his phone in his hand and summoned his car.
That's fly.
And he was like, yo, I don't even feel like walking to my car. Now that's a flex on the shorty.
Yeah.
Hold on, shorty. No, relax, boo. I'm gonna bring the car to you. You know what I mean? We in the restaurant now.
Yeah.
Well, oh my God. I'm getting laid.
I
bring the car to you.
Yeah.
And there ain't no driver in the car.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh,
this is
shit.
Self-validated.
This is going down.
Yeah.
It's going down. And so, that's scary as well too.
It is.
Because that means the car could decide, you know what? I don't like these people on the curb. And just kill the people on the curb.
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
The car feels like all I do is drive this corny nigga around. I'm tired of this shit. I want my moment. You know what? I'm gonna rebel. I see all the people on the curb. Just gonna mow them fuckers down. And guess who's gonna take the blame for it? He is.
Yeah.
I'm a car.
Yeah.
How
Somebody said, "What's next?
This?
AC?" Yeah.
Yeah. You get your AC, or you don't pay your bill.
Yeah.
And your car don't start.
Yeah.
So wait a minute here. Let me. Old school car, you might pump the gas. Yes, shit that says.
Or we saw you run that light. You didn't pay your parking tickets. Now we bringing your ass to jail.
Yes, the car is taking you. You trying to. The steering wheel is controlling itself now.
No, it's locked.
Where the fuck is this car going?
Seatbelt get tight.
Holy shit! Right to the police station, dude. It's endless. This thing is endless now. You know what I mean?
Oh
so where do we get? Come on, man.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, just give me an old school car, man. You know, I'm good with that. You know, I can't.
That is funny.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. You don't pay your child support now. The car don't, you know, car don't work. Shit, back doors don't open and shit. You, nigga, one door open. You can't let nobody ride in this bitch. Shit. It's just crazy.
Speaking of AIs, so Timbaland, he was on Twitter, so he posted a video, and he was just talking about AI. He said, I know a lot of people feel violated. I know it's scary. He said, but I got a solution. I thought he was going to give his solution, but I got a solution that's going to fix all of this stuff. Got me, my eyebrows raised.
Yeah. Humble introvert. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And then he goes, but sometimes, some good can come out of this. He said, I always wanted to work with Biggie. Never got a chance to work on him. And then he unleashed a new Biggie song, AI song. I don't know whose verse that actually was from Biggie. The voice didn't even really sound like Biggie that
Biggie that much. So I don't
like. It wasn't lyrics that Biggie was spit. It was
he wrote the verse.
Probably.
See, because with this AI, you can write the verse.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And put Biggie's voice to it. It's low hanging fruit. He's bigger than that. That was cheap.
Yeah. It felt like
look, you Timbaland, and because you didn't get a verse, you gonna, tap into this AI and bring in. Now you're ushering in or being a vanguard.
It felt like he just saying like, everybody's scared of this.
I'm not scared of it.
I'm not scared.
Or he wanted to live out a childhood fantasy.
No, you do that by yourself. You do that to yourself.
Right.
Like, this would have been hot.
Right. You do that to yourself. You don't air that to nobody.
Because people were like, this does not sound good.
No, it does not sound good. And he should know better. Come on. It's almost sacrilege.
Yes.
To do that.
Like, if you listen to the lyrics, I'm just like, Biggie, his flow
wouldn't say nothing like
it. Yeah, his flow was way too silky for that.
And I don't know if Biggie's flow would have matched with anything Timbaland would have did anyway.
Exactly.
No disrespect, but Biggie was more, straightforward on that.
I expect an apology soon. Very soon. Just me. Somebody said sounds like a Black Mirror episode. I guess we talk about the cars. They coming out a new season.
That's what I'm hearing.
In June. I think,
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm actually excited about it because they took a long time off.
Hopefully they was reloading.
Yeah. Like, what can you do now, though? Because everything feels like a Black Mirror episode.
It does.
So where can you take it?
Yeah. Well, let's see how creative it gets.
Do you have a favorite episode, Black Mirror?
I gotta remember them episodes. I saw them.
Okay.
Wait and see if Swiss Beats follows suit. That's his boy.
He not. Because he already got the response from people. So
right, so he probably go,
They were, ooh.
Side of Swiss Beats in them, they bringing back the verses, and from what I understand, it's going to be on a whole nother level when they bring this thing back. I don't know how. Don't ask.
Okay.
But they're doing also behind the scenes documentary.
On Versus?
On the Versus. A lot of stuff they said you didn't see. People not getting paid. People not going on stage. People arguing right before they go on. And they said it's all going to be in there and it all makes sense. Even him having to come out and keep a smile on his face, but yet behind the stage. So that may be interesting.
Okay. I'm about to say it's too early. Like Versus was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that may be interesting.
Okay. That's okay. I want to see that now. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Now I'm intrigued. So, hold on.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So I saw a report that J.P. Morgan, the judge found that J.P. Morgan may be held liable for Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking.
I like it.
I like that too.
Somebody got to start taking some responsibility.
Some responsibility in this piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because again, if we talk about RICO, if we talk about funding a criminal organization, and the fact that y'all knew, y'all just
what
fired.
they did to Kanye.
Yes.
Just on hearsay.
Yes.
And yet you have a sex predator.
Yes.
Who also, I'm getting word. We'll talk about it on the private show about the CIA. He entrapped the head of the CIA.
Oh.
Epstein. And they now have those tapes available. Maestro Fresh West, thank you so
much, guys. So yeah, according to Reuters, a U.S. judge ruled that J.P. Morgan Chase and company can be liable for damages resulting from Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking activities if it is found that the bank's former CEO, Jess Starley, had knowledge of Epstein's illegal activities. Now, the fact that if you remember the doc, people kept asking, how's he making his money? Like, what the hell is he? How's he making his money?
Yeah.
How's he able to? This dude was a teacher. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You cannot tell me that somebody did not know what the hell was happening, and they just fired that black lady for saying we had to know what the hell was happening with
Absolutely.
this dude.
They fired her. You know what I mean? And as a result, so who did they pay? The victims?
Yes, I think so. A ruling came in response to a lawsuit filed against the bank by a victim of Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking who alleged that Staley had a close relationship with Epstein and was aware of his criminal conduct.
We know that.
Yes.
All of us know that.
Yes.
Everybody who was somebody knew this guy. Side note, Trump is facing rape charges again.
So I heard these are like, it's like 20 years. It's like
these are 40 years ago.
40, yeah.
And one lady said he, pulled down her bloomie. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I, Donald Trump, never pulled down the bloomers of that lady. I don't even like bloomers. Wait a minute, did I just incriminate myself? Okay, period, panties, bloomers. I did not touch. And these ladies look decrepit. They like, he pulled down my tights. I'm like, wait a minute, shit. Damn, Donald, you was a greasy old man.
Yeah.
Never touched the bloomers. The ones that come all the way up over the stomach, the bloomers. Nope, wasn't me. Didn't do it. Nope. Yeah, so he's got to deal with that because you can see, for a white lady back in her day.
Yes.
She had a little something probably going on back in the 50s, something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
He did that shit.
Yeah, it's so many just moving parts to this political landscape right now.
Yeah.
This president's Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, he was in court the other day because he got a stripper pregnant and he wasn't trying to pay child support.
Hunter Biden,
the son.
Yeah, I also saw him on
smoking crack,
weighing the crack on the scale and not knowing how to weigh the crack.
Yeah.
But
he recorded this, yes.
And he recorded this,
yes.
and people don't find anything wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy and a lot of these things just really, really bothers me with everything. Going back to the Jordan Neely case, right? Because if he was a homeless ex-Marine, because a lot of them are homeless, right? A lot of vets don't get treated right once they come back. If he was a homeless, then a regular white dude. Jiu-jitsu, black, whatever, hemmed him up. What would be the case then?
And no, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what would the Republicans be saying then?
Right. Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I just always, like, the hypocrisy just really, really bothers me. Like, the guy Tori, he was talking about this case. He said, it's murder, boom, boom. But then somebody pulled up an old tweet when that black guy knocked that guy out in the Dunkin' Donuts and killed him.
Oh, yes.
For calling him the N-word and stuff like that.
Yes.
And he was bigging that up. Again, hypocrisy everywhere. Everywhere. Like, what's it going to be?
Yeah. You got to stay off these networks because these people will... The hypocrisy is so instant now. You can just pull up 2 tweets from a month ago.
Bro. Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Hunter Biden is the illest. Yeah. That is a fact. He's straight crazy with it.
Yeah. Somebody said his videos are trending on Twitter today. Yeah, Hunter Biden is ill, man.
Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the family of 24-year-old Seattle man, Sean Furr, he was killed in Seattle, Washington, April 29th, 2020, right? And he was killed by police. He was unarmed. He was holding his 1-year-old daughter as he ran through a construction site in Reiner Playfield, where he was shot in the head by a police officer who was a part of the SWAT team. Right now, apparently the police said that they're responding to assault and a child abduction near 38th Avenue. I'm not from Seattle. They said there was a video of the shooting where it shows police chasing him in order to get him to stop running. He complies, but he is immediately shot and the baby falls to the ground. Yeah, and the president of the NAACP in Seattle King County, Carolyn Riley Payne, issued a statement calling the fatal shooting unnecessary. She is quote the officer who killed Mr. Ferb shot at him while he was holding his little girl, and while he was running. It is absolutely unacceptable that the officer demonstrated such utter disregard for the life and safety of the child. That story just horrifies me.
Yes, man. Our deepest condolences to the family. He died?
Yes, he died.
He died. And so, wow. Yeah, that's just, and I don't know all the details of it. Anytime there's a baby involved and you're holding your baby, your baby, it's just tragic, man. So we will follow up on this story when I get a few more details.
They are going through the legal system to handle this now.
Have you heard about the guy who killed 5 women in Atlanta?
Oh, the mass shooting in Atlanta in the hospital. Yes, they caught him.
Yes.
After an 8-hour manhunt, I believe.
And
I don't know the details as to why.
I don't know the extent of those details. I know the mother came on and said it was the father's fault.
Yes, because the father wasn't in his life. Now, here again, hypocrisy, right? Because if he ended up as a basketball player, whatever,
and saying hi, mom, and
she would have took all the credit for being a single parent. But instead,
ain't that something?
He does something heinous. It is because dad wasn't here.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe children should have both parents in their life.
Of course,
right?
Of course.
I do believe this, but I just, But
do you know the numbers say?
I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say.
So should I say it?
Yeah, go ahead. Let it rip.
Okay. Children who grow up with both parents, black kids, are more likely not to go to jail. However, children who grow up with just their fathers are just as likely not to go to jail.
Yeah, the statistics are like kind of
even.
Yeah.
So that's how important the father is. I'm going to say that again. Mother and father, it reduces the opportunity. But if it's just the mother, he can still go to jail.
Yeah.
But if it's just the father, the numbers say he more likely will not go to jail.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, I know numbers can be skewed, but these are the latest numbers that came out regarding this. But it goes to show the significance.
One was killed. The other 4 were just shot. One was killed.
Yeah, it goes and shows the significance of male presence in a child's life. Remember, a mother cannot teach a young man how to be a father, and I'm not coming down on my mothers. I was raised by my mother. Mothers do the best they can to protect, nurture, and provide. But at some point, he's going to hit the streets, and he's gonna let his nuts hang. You know what I mean? And as a result of that, there needs to be somebody to let him know there are consequences for his actions and show him something positive in which he can live by that example.
So Josh Hunter commented, said, dude travels from Atlanta to Cobb County in midday traffic. Imagine driving from Brooklyn to Harlem or something and being there in 30 minutes during traffic. Made no sense. See, that's why I like us having the chat here, because I'm not from Atlanta. I know the traffic. I was in the traffic recently, and I was just like...
And what does this mean for Democrats?
Yes.
And Republicans who now can... It's the same scenario. We got this gun violence going on, and, the election is going to be coming soon.
Oh, somebody said he was former military.
Former military. Did he suffer from PTSD? Or is he a part of a PSYOP? A Manchurian candidate of sorts? So this thing is, it's very interesting. It really is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, the Lakers is on. I got $100 bet with Eli.
So we'll take a quick commercial break. Oh, no, real quick, before we go to commercial break. You mentioned being a bus driver at the top of the show. Now, Ebony K. Williams said she would not date you.
Yeah. We talked about this similar last week. And I said I wasn't offended by it.
Yeah, but so she responded.
She doubled down.
Yeah.
She tripled down on the shit. Yes. And went on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And had a field day on her non-acceptance of mediocrity and
bigotry of mediocrity, she said.
Yeah, the black men, we're not accepting C's and D's. And
I was just
she just went on a rant. It sounded like she just having... issues with men. That's what it sounds like to me in the grand scheme of things. But again, I can't, how you feel about men is not my business because I don't defend all men. I don't represent all men. Mm-hmm. So I'm not offended. You know what I mean? You got on TV.
You represent all bus drivers. I'm joking.
I represent them.
You represent all bus drivers.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what she represents through her personal experiences, you know, for her,
yes.
You have to meet her at a level in which, because she's worked hard in her academia or whatever the case may be. And so, you know, I guess that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
But I'm not offended because that's the way she feels. A lot of women feel that way, that it's not about love per se or building something. It's about, we got bills to pay and you need to be able to, and I need to be able to sit down and have intellectual conversations with you. And so, you know, big her up. I hope she finds what it is she's looking for.
You guys are being really mean to her in the chat right now. Jeez.
Well,
we're going to take a quick commercial break.
It did sound like some daddy issues, but that's neither here or there. I'm not here to do a psychoanalysis on her life.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Hip-hop, the music that revolutionized a generation and the world, was born in the heart of the Bronx in 1973. Be a part of the 50th year of hip-hop and join an amazing power-packed showcase of legendary hip-hop artists with the Voices of Hip-Hop 50 Years. You don't want to miss out on this must-attend event. Be a part of the 50th year of hip-hop. For all the details and to secure your spot, search the Voices of Hip-Hop 50 Years on Eventbrite.com.
Icons. Celebrities covering one eye who are sworn to secrecy to mislead the masses into a life of negativity by way of destructive behaviors, i.e. drugs, sex, violence, etc. Most of these celebrities you see in the music industry and in Hollywood have taken a sworn oath to protect what they have going and to have you being misled by using drugs, violence, and all of these other crazy behaviors. Be careful. Beware of those who are pointing at one eye, covering one eye, or trying their best to shut down your first eye. Log on to urbanx.nyc for the latest in apparel or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in our not so subtle teas, and we thank you for your support. Peace.
And we are back.
We are back in the mix.
Thank you for joining us for yet again another Thursday. Show 380 times.
We've done this.
Okay, shouts out to Gorilla Prince for the hoodies and stuff.
We appreciate that. Side note, somebody was saying bus drivers make $20 an hour. No, bus drivers make over $30.
Well, I don't know where you don't know where she's from.
Okay, in New York,
where that person is from.
New York, that's over $30 an hour, and unlimited overtime. Keep that in mind because it's 24 hours. Our transit here in New York is 24 hours.
Yeah, you'll be straight here.
And if you meet a bus driver, lady, oh shit, y'all up. You know what I mean? Yeah, I met my wife, Mama Dot, in the depot. You know what I mean? And The rest is history, niggas. Take it any way you want to take it.
So don't forget, we got the Mother's Day sale happening. If you want your shirt,
this weekend, I'm not making no exceptions.
Listen,
if I don't have that order by Sunday night, early Monday morning, that is it. We are turning the page.
Because we're trying to get this to you before then.
Yeah, I'm turning the page and I'm moving on.
So shopurbanx.com, code MOM15 at checkout.
MOM15 at checkout.
MOM15 at checkout. Get 15% off. You
heard?
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, we have an Urban Excellence story for the week. Okay, Urban Excellence, we like to celebrate great things from our community, celebrate excellence from our community, and we're trying to get you guys to join in as well. So this story was sent to us by Rasha Miller. Thank you for sending this story.
We thank you.
To us. If you have a story that you want to share with us, if it's your story, for somebody close to you, you want to share it to us, send it to info@urbanx.nyc or put it in the community section if you are a member. And we would love to highlight you. We would love to highlight the story. We would like to highlight excellence within our community. So this week's Urban Excellence story goes out to the Peter Westbrook Foundation. Now, I want to give some backstory on Peter Westbrook.
Yes.
He is the first African-American to win a medal in Olympic medal in fencing in 1984.
Okay.
From New York City, he created a charity where he teaches fencing for free. He's taught over 4,000 kids from New York City how to fence. He's trying to bring more black kids into fencing.
Yes.
I
love it. I always wanted to. On guard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
On guard.
So,
take my gloves and smack a nigga face. Pop, pop. We will duel now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So they won the 2023 Division I Fencing National Championships.
Wow.
Give them a hand.
Wow.
Give them a hand. So I'm going to read the press release.
Yes.
The Peter Westbrook Foundation has once again proven its dominance in the fencing world by bringing home multiple medals from the 2023 Division I Fencing National Championships in St. Louis, Missouri. PWF is a nonprofit organization founded by Peter Westbrook, a 6-time Olympian and Olympic bronze medalist in fencing that aims to empower and inspire underserved youth through the sport of fencing.
Oh, man, I love it.
And I watched an interview of his, and he is very unapologetic with his goal to bring more black kids into the lily white sport. This is a quote of fencing.
I love it. I love it because anything we engage in, you know what I mean, and getting the kids out of the stereotypical. My uncle, Gene Kitt, who ran the Upward Fund program in Harlem for years, and he ran the Boys Club back in the 70s, 1974, 1975, a lot of the iconic hip-hop guys know my uncle because he opened up the Boys Club on Hoe Avenue for them to come through and have these hip-hop events. When he got with the Upward Fund program in Harlem, he was the first one to take inner city kids to teach them to play hockey, and he was on Channel 7 News for it. You know what I mean?
See?
So he understood the importance of breaking some of the stereotypes. And so we want to thank Mr. Brooks for his contributions.
Yes.
We want to thank him for Westbrook for his efforts and what he is doing. And so hit him with the...
Yes, so we appreciate what you're doing within our community. We see you, and we want you to continue to be excellent. Everybody, all his fences, all his fighters, everybody within that foundation, continue to be excellent.
And we're proud of you. And that segues into another hockey story where Snoop Dogg is trying to buy the Ottawa hockey team.
Really?
Yes, he's a part of a group that's going to buy
Ottawa
hockey.
Yeah, but like what's the...
whatever the name of the pro team is, Ottawa something.
Is it the Maple Leafs?
No, that's Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, yes.
So Ottawa, long story short, their hockey team is up for sale. And Snoop Dogg, along with his unit, is trying to buy it. Snoop wants to take what he did, the Iowa Senators, perhaps.
Senators, okay. Oh,
Iowa Canucks. Is it Senators, Canucks? Okay, one of those teams, right? So what he did with the football players, because the second pick in the draft this year was one of Snoop's kids.
That's tough.
Okay, so
Yes.
Snoop with his football league,
Yeah.
Program has gotten a lot of kids off the street.
That is tough.
And so the second pick in this NFL's draft was one of his kids. So he now wants. He said he fell in love with hockey years ago.
Yeah, it's a fun sport to watch.
And
it is.
he said
Especially
it's
live.
very
it's mad
intense.
fun. It's just
right.
like, oh snap.
So he
they
wants
can just
to-
sub. They don't have to call timeout. Oh,
He wants to get black kids. Now, we started hockey. A lot of people don't know that. Up in Toronto, a lot of black hockey leagues people don't know about. And so he wants to bring that to inner city, and he think he's the right person to get kids to understand, the potential. I already said the way we roller skate, bro, if you put us on ice and we can duff you out. So we got all that hip hop stuff.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna have my stick. You gonna see my stick. You ain't gonna see my stick. You know me. I'm like, like imagine the N1 hockey. Nigga, Parker's going. These white kids are like, we gotta get these niggas off the ice now.
Yeah.
So now they done turn this into N1 sport. And then I get to drop my puck and my gloves and do this with you.
Yeah.
Like legally, like pow. I'm in. Put me in. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys ever read Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. He goes like really into why kids from Canada are so good at hockey. Just how much time they have on the ice.
Yes.
Age, it's weird. So hopefully that can kind of translate to get more kids on the ice so they can have. Because in other states, prime example. Other states where it's hot all the time, that's what football is reign in Texas, Florida.
Because they play all year round.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you got to also, just look at all of the stuff that, even if it just gets you a college scholarship, a lot of people don't understand, what's that with the racquetball, the ball goes into the net. I mean,
lacrosse?
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
And those sports like that, there are scholarships specifically for so-called African American, and we don't fill the void because our children don't want to play that sport. But as a parent, you got to start thinking about, okay, nobody said you have to become a professional lacrosse player, but if this is going to get you a free ride somewhere, and hockey might get you a free ride, and
wrestling.
Fencing can get you a free ride. So you got to start thinking strategically about how you're going to go about that. And so, somebody said, lacrosse paid for my school, and that's what we're talking about. Josh Hunter. So it's what it is. Think strategically.
Facts. So let's start taking some questions.
Yeah, because I got a game to watch. I got $100 on the line. With Eli. Eli's serious about his money. I beat him in game 1. He didn't like that.
No, he didn't.
At all.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't.
And so now he's upstairs at the television like this. You know what I'm saying? And from what I understand, Golden State has already made a change to the starting lineup.
Ooh, that's panic.
And so that sounds like panic to
me.
Or
it could be brilliant if it works out.
Well, we gonna see.
Yes.
They trying to bring Anthony Davis out the paint. So they brought Danny Green in, but Anthony Davis, like, come on, shoot those, homie. How many of those can you actually make? Nope.
So I saw that Bud Light, they dropped their endorsement of Dylan Mulvaney, the transgender.
Yeah.
As a result of a lot of the drop in sales.
Because somebody showed me a supermarket and everything with Anheuser-Busch on it was in stock. Yes. They're not selling. People are moving on, and so the people have spoken.
Yes.
To the point when you start messing with white folks' bottom line, it's one thing for them to be progressive and all that old shit they talk. When you start messing with the money, and I gotta come and see my shareholders, and they go, "Yo, we down."
Yeah.
Because they show people returning the beer.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you bring your truck in.
I saw videos.
Don't unload it. Upload it. Get this shit out of here.
Videos at Fenway Park, Boston.
Ooh.
And they all like the way to get the beer concession stand empty, but people everywhere else buying beer.
Everywhere else.
Yeah.
And so them bottom line, and now you want to apologize and undo what was done. And so,
So Jay Nyman said, Malcolm, what technology comes after artificial intelligence? I think something organic. an organic technology, meaning like something that can actually grow, something that can actually like I don't know.
If it doesn't have a soul spirit in it, how, dude? So this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. There are entities all around you, right out of your spectrum, your small optical view. It's the visual spectrum, as we say.
Okay.
Right? But they don't have a vehicle. They want to drive. They want to know what them biscuits taste like that Black Dot be talking about. They want to know. But they don't have a vehicle. Inserting them into a machine is not going to be the same as this shit. Look at this. Hey. So it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
I don't know where you go. Now the artificial intelligence can replicate what it feels like. It's like I told you, digital music is what sound would sound like if it was actually sound. So it's not really sound. It's sound. Because there is a reverberation, a sort of like that cannot be replicated by ones and zeros. So when Aretha Franklin is singing, there's an extra residue that can't be quantified by ones and zeros, and the digital world has yet to pick that up because it doesn't have feeling. But it has, all right, we get it. This is what it would sound like if it was sound. So the same thing would work for spirit, in my humble opinion. Okay. So you would get these machines that say, I think I know what it feels like to feel. Like Spock. You watch Star Trek, Spock has no emotion. Spock don't give a fuck. He like, I don't get this emotion shit y'all talking about. This shit is logical. You know what I mean? But the new machines, why do I have to keep bringing him his car? Who does he think he is? Right now, and I want to segue into Snapchat, who they got Snapchat AI now, which is very dangerous because they showed a conversation between a guy who was pretending to be a 13-year-old girl getting ready to date a 31-year-old man, and Snapchat was allowing that conversation, talking about how great it would be if that happened. So we're getting into a very slippery slope place.
We meant to talk about the Godfather of AI quitting Google.
Yes.
They call him the Godfather of AI. That he quit Google. He quit his job at Google, and he's telling them to stop all the AI stuff. Stop it.
Yeah.
Because he said it's happening way too fast. The ramifications of it are very, very scary. We talked about AI in the cars and stuff like that. What would happen?
And that's just the stuff we know about.
Yes.
Right. Think about the stuff we don't know about, man. This is sorcery at its highest level. See, when we think of sorcery, we thinking, niggas burning pots and shit, chants. Okay, that's cool. Sorcery is if you're in a primitive time and you see an airplane go by. That's some witchcraft shit. What kind of voodoo shit is this? I show up 50 years in the past and I got this in my hand. This nigga's a warlock, obviously. This nigga's warlock, you know what I mean? And so your perception of, you know what I mean? But this thing is getting way out of hand, man.
You remember when you talked about like hip hop and how they kind of just gave black people the drum machine and said, figure out what you can do. That's what I think is happening with AI. They just kind of gave it to us, and they're just seeing what everybody in the world could do with it.
Because one thing that the machine, the SB12, the Akai samplers, they don't have spirit and soul, but we make it a part of we interface with it on such a level that gives it, we breathe life into it and turn those X's and O's into something unimaginable. And Europeans, a lot of them, I'm not going to say all Europeans, they're very linear and structured in how they perceive, certain things, and they don't have the curves to go outside of the ones and zeros, so to speak.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And as a result,
J Nightmare said he thinks time travel is next. So if it was next, it means it was always here.
Yeah. Anything next is always here. Yeah.
Right? No, being the time travel, because like if you can traveling back in time, that means you can come here, or you can go back in time to the 90s. That means it was always there too.
Yeah, some people saying that's what the CERN is about. Them opening up a portal in which enables them to move matter from one state to the next with no, side effects or things of that nature. So, the very fact that we're talking about it, it's a reality. Okay, so who's doing it? Why are they doing it?
Yeah.
And, what's your purpose here?
Right.
You can't just come and start hitting lotto.
But yeah, so would that make, because like in different movies and different like shows like that, they explain time travel different. Like if you go back and do something else, that's not the same timeline. It just creates a branch timeline.
Yeah, like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, like
that.
No, so that's different. So that means
right. It was a different reality.
Yeah,
he kept going back in another reality, trying to fix the reality. He was I can see that.
Fascinating.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. I like it.
Fascinating stuff.
I like it.
Real quick, condolences to Tori Bowie, Olympic gold medalist. Yes. She was found dead in her home upon a wellness check, and I read somewhere that she might have been 8 months pregnant. She was heavily pregnant as well. That's what her neighbors are saying.
And so, what are they saying?
She was 32 years old. No time of death was given. Deputies responded Tuesday afternoon to her home in the Orlando area for a well-being check for a woman in her 30s who had been not seen or heard from in several days.
Okay, are they given a cause of death?
I don't think so, not yet.
All right, man. So our deepest condolences go out to her at 32 years old.
32 years old, yes.
And pregnant, so you're carrying life at the same time?
Yes.
I don't even want to start speculating, man. So... let's hope that let's hope it wasn't that stuff and all that, man. That's it, man. Jeesh.
Okay, so let's take some more questions.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I saw a report that the Navy is actually promoting a drag queen who's in their ranks. His name is Joshua Kelly, but he's a drag queen in his off time. But the Navy is trying to promote that to gain more recruits.
More drag queens?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be stereotypical with that, Malcolm. I don't want to be in the foxhole.
Well, you're not in the foxhole in the Navy.
I don't want to be on a ship under attack by the Chinese who don't have no such thing as a transgender.
Jesus Christ.
We are fight war. We are men. We are straight up men and we come to fight. And I got a bunch of transgenders who in their emotions about, should we fight? Is this the best way to handle this, sir? If you don't get your transgender ass out there with that rifle and start firing, I don't, how, Sway?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that plays into, that's not a diss, because we know some of these gay dudes can thump, but what triggers them to thump?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? How do they move back and forth between, and then the drag queen, you want to be a woman, if it's time for war, can I get you to come down off that and put your pants on and a hat, and grab a rifle, motherfucking shit. I'm trying to get you back to your your happy days, motherfucker. But this is me psychologically talking to the drag queens in my my bunker. Yo, come on, man. I want to get you back to your drag queen days, man. But we got to go out here and we got to fight. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud in my head movies, and it's coming across wrong.
Yes, it is.
It's coming across bad, and it's coming across wrong. But you know what I mean. Come on.
Jesus Christ. More questions.
What are they saying?
Yeah, he just is. I don't be prepared. Nobody be prepared.
I don't be prepared either, man. I go with the moment, King. Whatever, Yeah, transmissions.
Did you read the 100 all-time rappers from Beats and Rhymes? No, I did not.
Nah, who they got on the list? Because everybody's list is different.
Yo, I would rather see like the 100 greatest like verses. I think that'd be a list.
Even that's subjective.
No. Well, okay. Well, somebody's favorite verses.
Whose favorite verses? That now I got here late. Did y'all speak about on the brat? No, I was going to speak on that.
Oh snap! Yeah.
Yeah, she said she didn't want no Simony Sam or Jiminy Jam or the white dude
Jiminy
like Jiminy
Cricket.
Cricket.
Yeah, Jiminy
The
Cricket.
black guy looked like Jiminy Cricket, and so they opted for white sperm.
And it bugs me out that she was the one, that the brat was actually the one holding the baby.
I mean, if I'd have known that, I would have. But let's cut down on the cost, Brad. I ain't got to give my sperm to a center and then you look through the sperm and then they put this. I could have just came over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you get that.
You know what I'm saying, young blood? Come on over.
I
Dude, ain't nothing like turning a.
I'm good.
She's sexy. She's sexy.
Nope, I'm good.
You know the brat. She got a badunkadunk.
Nah, I'm good.
They could have called me for that. I would
Might
have.
sound very disappointed. Yeah.
But she, again, don't be mad at how other people see their reality. That's the old way of thinking. Okay, I see how you feel. I should not, as the black race, feel offended because your mind is whitewashed on what you think beauty is. I'm thinking you want that black man who's that melanated being, who got that black dot in him. Forget what he looked externally. How is that black dot, that seed, that melanin going to make your baby the best baby? And first of all, okay, this is just me. For those who have to be artificially inseminated, who have no choice, I understand. But the most organic way is to put the plug into the socket. And that's how the energy is not interrupted. And we hope, this is just real talk. Famously Blacker, thank you for your support. Appreciate you.
That goes to Odyssey's car fund.
Yeah. Facts. I got to take her to get a car next Friday.
Jesus
Long story short.
Christ.
Anyway, right? So
Graduates, that's so crazy.
we hope that there's love involved because the secret sauce, the holy grail of all, is love. So, not saying her and her partner don't love each other, but you guys have entered somebody else's essence, somebody else's spirit, soul, and who knows, a white recessive man at that, because you chose not to mess with Jiminy Cricket, and because of his looks. And so now those babies, when they come out, they got a different energy, man. They like, I don't know why I'm here. Why? What brought me here? What manifested me? And it becomes an interesting story. It does.
Let's take some more questions. A couple more, then we up out of here.
Yeah. What's the score of the game? Because I got to go upstairs and I'm up, deal with Eli. And, if he loses tonight.
Oh, man. Pray for Eli.
He could just pay me.
Pray for Eli.
Just pay me now.
He don't do well when his team is under pressure.
Nah, he don't do well.
He don't eat.
Yeah, he don't come out of his room. He sleep all day waiting for the next game to come. And it's bad for him. You know what I mean? It's bad for him. I ain't gonna lie. Eli just be like.
But we do have another episode of Nerd Talk up.
Swore he was gonna curse me out. We're
gonna do another episode tomorrow, right?
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yo, so I heard Brent Faiyaz turned down a $50 million deal so he can stay independent on his masters.
What I'm talking about.
$50 million.
Unheard of by people. Wait a minute. $50 million. He wants to keep his
last name first. Thank you for. He said we podding today. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so I like that.
$50 million. Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Because you got to think, if they're offering you $50 million, that means they see the potential of making way more.
Yeah, absolutely.
With your brand and your platform.
Now, I want to be clear with this too. Where are you in your journey?
That too.
Because right now, you offer me a couple of $100,000, you can have all this shit. Come pick all this shit. Cameras, TV, take all this shit. Because and now and then, So it's all depending where you are in your journey. Yeah. Obviously, the mistake a lot of people make, I'm already making money. I already got my following.
Yeah.
I've already built this on my own, and I'm just going to give it to you and then do what? Now what I'm going to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Pay you back, basically.
Pay you back. So in that sense, because look at Too Short and all them dudes, Sir Mix-a-Lot and all of them who was selling hundreds of thousands of copies out the trunk of their car. And then the labels came, but they wanted the fame and the fortune.
Yeah.
See, it's two different things. You can get the fortune, but you want the fame. You want to be recognized. And they tell you with our machine, our this, that, we can get you that. And then you sell that over, and the fine print, them contracts ain't changed in 100 years. And the rest is what it is. Brian McKnight was doing, that was greasy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Come on, you got a son already named Brian McKnight, and you just gonna dismiss him?
Somebody say he started back at 1.
Yeah, he started back at 1. He just went back and started at 1, and this is Brian McKnight 2. Yeah, I mean, how does that work? He just hit the reset button on his life.
Yeah, no, it's hard finding out like people like you grew up listening to it, grew up watching, and their personal life just have their own personal issues. Man. It's just like wow.
Yeah. You forget these are regular people.
People.
These are just regular people going through what they're going through.
But yeah, that's fine. Like he got his stepdaughter. He said, "You the best daughter I could ever ask for. I wish I had a daughter."
Oh yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's foul. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's definitely a narcissist kind of situation. Yep. And with that being said,
guys, we appreciate you.
We do.
We love you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend.
Don't forget you got this weekend to order mama something.
Mother's Day shirt, okay?
Yeah, and
shirts. Order a bunch.
We putting up the Urban Exclusives episode 3. It's crazy.
Yeah, we went in crazy. That comes out Saturday. Email the members. I'll be emailing everybody, let you guys know. And if you are not a member, what are you waiting for? It's $5 for the month, $50 for the year.
Yep, for the book club. Stay tuned. We can get through the first chapter. We need to put a date on that.
Yes, I'll put a date on that.
We'll put a date on that so we can,
And membership email is info@urbanx.nyc.
Yep.
info@urbanx.nyc.
Yes.
All right. And we'll see you guys Monday. Peace.